as you can believe, we have had to really switch our campaign from a lot of canvassing in-person events. We had over 90 events planned for March, April, and May at senior apartment buildings, at schools, at churches. All of that went away. The census has been extended to at least mid-August. So before we were supposed to end the census, the site was supposed to go down at the end of July. They've extended that at least 2 weeks and are likely to extend it at least through the end of August. Again, there may be some misinformation that the census is somehow tied to you getting a stimulus check. That is not correct. The census has nothing to do with the stimulus check or any other kind of financial incentive. Just to give you a little idea of what the response rate is looking like now in Detroit, Michigan overall, the response rate is 53%. They rank 3rd in the country for the highest response rate, so that's great. Detroit's response rate is only 38%, which we can do better. Compared to the national response rate of 46%, we're not doing that badly, but we still want to increase our response rate. Just to give you an idea of the areas in the city with the lowest response rate, the Woodward Corridor, the East Jefferson Corridor, East Gratiot from 6 to 7 Mile, Brightmoor, and Southwest Detroit, particularly 48204, 09, and 10. It's mostly West Verner to West Warren, along Livernois, just east and west of Livernois. So we really need to focus on those neighborhoods as well to try to increase the count. So some of the things we're asking folks to do is go on social media and, you know, hold your census envelope up or whatever, and take a picture and blast it out to your followers or those on Instagram or Twitter, and talk about how important it is in this particular time that so much of the funding we depend on for emergency services and healthcare depends on the census. So we're really asking folks to send that out over social media.
Has there been a push to extend the count beyond August under the circumstances?
There's been some noise about it, but there's nothing official. Right now, they've suspended their operations that will do the door knocking operations until mid-June. And they've, like I said, the census will be live until mid-August. So they're likely to extend them beyond mid-August, but we don't have any indication about how long that will be.
Is there anything, Vicki, that the city of Detroit is doing to advocate for the extension?
No, we're not. We've been asked to sort of like chill out about that, frankly, from our national partners, because one thing that the Census Bureau right now has gone down to a bare bones operation. So the number of paper forms, which 40% of Detroiters have submitted paper forms, unlike any other city in the country. And they've just they're barely counting the paper forms now. So, you know, we're kind of waiting for them to come up and frankly get their stuff together about this stuff and give us some more clarity about what's going to happen. Because we would still like to get canvassers on the street, but we don't want them to be on the street when the Census Bureau door knockers are on the street. But a lot of things are up in the air, and they're trying to do workarounds a bunch of different operations right now.
You can find more at onedetroitpbs.org or subscribe to our social media channels and sign up for our One Detroit newsletter.